The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, it's been all about winning games right now, going up against a capable opponent, but you see their confidence. This one, they really feel they should win. They'll look to come out strong and throw the first punch. We're going to get to see Chris Paul in action tonight, and as we all know, he's such a great all-around point guard, but he's also one of the most efficient players when it comes to scoring, Jet.
Yeah, because he doesn't get baited, Ernie. He doesn't take bad shots no matter what the situation is. His shots he shoots like a super high percentage later in his career. That's not normal. Typically, you start shooting less and shooting worse as you get older, but he's shooting better as he gets older.
And he's a master of slowing down and then speeding up to keep the defender on the skates. He uses that stutter step move, Kenny. People falling and slobbering and acting crazy.
Yeah, sounds like Ernie last
night. Yeah, love this guy when he dribbles the ball.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ernie again.
Excuse me. Kevin Harlan standing by, along with the rest of the 2K Sports crew.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. For the Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. And, of course, Ty Lawson. Since he's out of the picture, the team will have to fill his shoes.
Kevin, I've got to admit, I was caught off guard by this trade. I mean, he played such a big part for him. He was the last guy I expected them to move.
Yeah, but if you're going to make a move, this is when you want to do it, when a guy has basically lifted his ceiling. And so now it creates some other opportunities for some of your younger players. You'll just have to see how that transition plays out and how those new pieces fit.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. All out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Boss. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. Here's the Machine. Buries it down low. The Machine's got the first basket of the game for Phoenix.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Now here's Wall. Fades away. That's short off the rim. And it's Paul penetrating. We're about 1 minute into the first. Booker the pass to Sarge. He got right to the cup using that screen. Sarge has got his first basket. And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Love the pass to Boss. Houston moving the ball around. And another shot, and that one's good.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
And Sanders kicks to Booker. No good on the 3.
A clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
That's good. Boss has got his first 2 points of the night.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. It's a pick by Love. And Wall kicks to Redick. Passes to Porzingis. For 3. That is good. Porzingis has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. In the corner, Sanders with it. It's deflected. And it's the Rockets on the break. Wall's running. Pass to Porzingis. Out left to the wing. Here's Boss, defended by Paul. Boss, no good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Booker. No good. The Rockets go the other way with it. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
Knocked away. Paul with the steal. 3-on-3. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lets it go from the wing, and it comes off the front of the rim.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Wall against Paul. There's the pass to Porzingis. From deep three-point range, Booker pulls it in. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. He feeds it to Sanders. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
And one look at the box score will confirm that. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
First free throw is good. Sanders hits them both.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
All with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's Redick on the wing. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Well, guys, how good a playmaker is John Wall? Second in assists last season to Chris Paul. Clark, he almost finished number 1.
Yeah, and the only difference really is that Paul was a little more efficient than Wall. Paul had a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio. Wall was only at 2.5 to 1. But some of that is Paul's experience.
Here is Wall, following the basket by Chris Paul. Outside, Wall. And Redick kicks to Love. And it's Wall, top of the key. Just 5 to shoot. And he's good on the 3-ball. Porzingis has got 6 points.
This has been a thriller. You cannot say enough about the way these two teams have competed.
All indications, Greg, are that this game is going down to the wire. I mean, I'd be surprised, actually shocked, if it ended any other way.
The shot's good from Paul.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
The shot by Redick, no good. The Suns have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And Sanders with the basket on the assist by Paul.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Love with the screen on Paul. There's the screen, and the wide open shot from Redick. Can't get it to go. And Phoenix the other way now. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now here's Wall. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Houston needs to get a shot off. Boss off target from three-point range.
Kevin, just enough presence to bother that three-point attempt there.
Yeah, but for a guy that shoots it as well as he does, I'd say that is an easy look.
And he can't bank that one in. Rockets trail, and let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Jeff Hornacek. It seemed the player who's really on his mind is John Wall. He said we've got to keep him out of transition and out of the paint. His jump shot is still a work in progress, and we're going to make him prove he can hit it consistently before we'll play out on him. Guys, that's going to be the MO on Wall until he can knock down that perimeter shot.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Chandler comes in for the machine, and Markieff Morris subbed in for Sarge. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And Phoenix making a change here. Haynes checked in. Suns have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. There's the dish to Booker. Chandler with the screen on a follow. And Booker kicks to Morris. Turnaround Jay. The Rockets pull it in. Last time they met in Houston.
Yeah, I remember last time they met up, they just got ran out of the building. They weren't too happy with some of the calls in that game either.
Well, they felt they were called on far too many little nickel-dime fouls, little touch fouls. It ended up resulting in a lot of foul trouble for their starters, though. The one-hand slam is so sweet. When it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Phoenix with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. 4 on the clock. And a wide open look for Sanders. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Sanders has got 6.
He's got to be a little embarrassed for joining the Paratroopers Club on that pump fake.
Now Beverly. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Screen by Jones. Three-pointer. And that one's good. Beverly. And the Rockets lead by 1. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 lead changes already, guys?
Wow.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Gentlemen, the other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And he makes the first. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Booker. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Suns trail by 3. Chandler with the screen on Beverly. Payne dishes to Chandler. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Racking up the points down low. Well, that's exactly what these guys have done this season. Check out the top-scoring big men in the NBA. You look at Love, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. And, of course, Porzingis.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yet, no matter how much attention they're getting, they're still going to get their points. I mean, opponents just have to keep fresh legs out there and try to limit the damage and make them work for whatever points they do get.
Marcus Thornton, he's checked in for Boss. Now here's Payne, defended by Beverly. Crawford, no one around him. Sinks the triple. Crawford's got the game tied up here for the Suns.
He's not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not? You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust, but, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players. Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense. That's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Shumpert is checked in for Phoenix. Rockets trail by 3. Here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. That's to Porzingis. This is to Thornton. Here's Jones. A stupendous finish in traffic. Jones has got his second basket. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Morris with a screen on Beverly. Payne passes to Morris. Good D by Jones.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Feeds to Crawford. Chandler with a screen for Crawford. Clock at 6. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Second chance shot. They shoot again, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Beverly. He kicks it to Thornton. Screen by Jones. The 3 from Aflalo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Beverly with the ball. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Beverly the pass to Porzingis. And Aflalo kicks to Thornton. Tries from 16. Shumpert with some nice D.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Now here's Shumpert. We saw him with 10 points last game.
Boy, such standing patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The feed to Thornton. To the paint. Tries from the block. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
Crawford dishes to Payne. There's the triple. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Suns lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans. There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going, what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
Really some great drives to the basket here early on for these guys.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
So on the floor for Houston, we've got Kevin Love. Jones is out there with Boss, and it's Wall, and it's Redick in at the 2 spot. Sanders checked in for Jamal Crawford.
And you can tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
The Suns have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
And here's Wall. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Kicks it to Redick. Back to Wall. Love with the screen on Paul. Passes it to Love. Redick inside the line. And Sanders pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Chris Paul, guys, for the last decade, the best point guard in the NBA. Now, there's some new competition for that distinction, though, with Steph Curry breaking through to NBA stardom. And it's always exciting to watch these two go head-to-head.
How would you compare Chris Paul and Steph Curry?
Well, Steph Curry is just an off-the-chart shooter. I think the best in the history of the game in overall shot making and creativity as far as shooting goes. Paul is more of an orchestrator, a maestro supreme.
It's Wall with the drive. The rejection by Paul. And Booker kicks to Paul. Saric with the screen for Paul. Booker. Oh!
And they continue to add to their lead. They might be ready to pull away.
No surprise from my end. I mean, they've been really good, and they're looking even better at this moment.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Here's Boss. A shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They host the Spurs after this one. Booker the pass to Paul. From 12 feet out, and Jones sends it back. Back to Paul, lets it go from deep. That one goes, covered. Paul's got the lead up to 9 now for the Suns.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Redick for 3. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 4 assists in the game. Suns leading by 6. Now here's Paul. A 17-point game for him in the win against Golden State. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Love dishes to Wall. And some nice passing there by Houston. Pass to Reddick. Launches a 3. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And here's a group of players that have really been showcasing their versatility recently. The leading three-point shooters among centers and power forwards over the last 10 games. Number 5 is Kevin Love.
And the value of having a big man who can do what these guys can is that they draw bigger defenders out of the paint. You have to stay with them wherever they go.
And, you know, that opens up some wide lanes and paths to the bucket for their slashers, and they get a lot of room as a result to operate and penetrate. It's a huge benefit having a big fella who can knock down threes.
And so he makes both from the line.
Some outstanding numbers in this one for Sanders. He has 8 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle. Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and here comes Wall all alone. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Now here's Booker. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. 4 on the clock. The drive by Paul. Here's the machine. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
And, Greg, definitely that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
For Phoenix, they have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
Suns leading by 4, and now the Suns a fast break. Sanders with the ball. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
And Jones sends it back. And Wall kicks to Love. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. The pass to Sanders. To the wing on the left. Here's Booker. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots. Rockets trail by 4. Outside, Wall. Ring shot on the way. That one wide left.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Ball passes to Booker. Right block shot. The rebound by Kevin Love. Love's got his 6th rebound on the night. He dishes it to Reddick. Goes up with a stripe. Not enough on that one as it misses. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terrence Jones. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. For Phoenix, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And that one falls for Sarge. Zinkas, he's checked in for Terrence Jones. And so Sarge nails them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Rockets trail by 6. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Here's Porzingis. Drills the baseline jumper. Porzingis has got 10 points. The Suns have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10. Sanders inside. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for the machine. He's been a factor for them over the last month. 1st in assists, 1st in steals, and defensively, he controls the airspace like no other, ranking 2nd in the league in blocks per game.
And I think we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. I mean, he maximizes every possession and just shreds defenses.
And the first one drops. Phoenix making some changes. Chandler comes in for the machine. And Markieff Morris subbed in for Sarge. Houston also making some changes. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Boss. Thornton comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Patrick Beverley in for John Wall. Sanders hits them both. Rockets trail by 6. Now Beverley. Love up top. From the high post. Tyson Chandler grabs the board.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Beverley. He feeds it to Love. 3-pointer. Again, Love missing. Booker inside. Defended by Beverley. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6 points in the quarter.
You know, he's putting on an outstanding offensive display, and he may just be getting warmed up here.
Love against Morris. With the fadeaway. Love with another miss.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
A nice shot by Booker.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
They're committing an awful lot of fouls, and most of them are unproductive. You don't want to let guys get easy layups. I understand that. But this could turn into a parade to the foul line.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And guys, in a draft with so many talented big men and lead guards, Booker was a bit of a hot commodity. One of the purest sharpshooters in the draft, has a lightning quick release. on his jump shot.
So for the Suns, Shumpert is checked in for Sanders. Crawford comes in for Booker, and it's Payne in for Paul. Rockets trail by 10. And with Booker, you know, who is a Kentucky guy, he's a sharpshooter. Greg, we're talking about that. His dad actually played at the University of Missouri. He was a pretty good shooter. Clark, this Booker has a pretty good frame to work with, and I think that's going to serve him well in the NBA.
Yeah, I agree with you. I like his size. I like his stroke. I like his toughness. I think he's going to be better defensively than people think. He's got a lot of good stuff in his game already.
Here's Beverly. The Suns getting the bucket. Now the dish to Afflalo. Pass to Thornton. It's a pick by Love. Beverly wide open. Cans it from downtown. Beverly's got his second basket of the night.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And now in transition is Thornton. Here we go. Beverly dishes to Love. Here's Porzingis, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's on Tyson Chandler.
And guys, Porzingis was almost a rookie last season, but he opted to pull out of the early entry and wait a year for this past summer's draft. Seems to have worked out for him as far as how his draft stock has changed.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Greg, you're right with Porzingis. It made sense for him to wait one more year. Clark has a lot to learn, but still comes over, as a much talked about player, a much better player than had he declared last season.
I agree with you, yet he'll still need time to develop, but all the ingredients are there. He's got a chance to be a really good player.
Well, the Latvian had a great shot for his height, and there'll be an interesting stretch for in the NBA.
Good call.
Now here's Shumpert. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. He's guarded by Afflalo. Crawford drives in. Good. Crawford's got 8 points.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Beverly. He's got 6. Dishes it to Afflalo. Feeds to Thornton. It's a pick by Love. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beverly. Connects from 3-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
He's certainly starting to heat up from outside. That's his 3rd for the game, his 2nd in this quarter.
Now here's Payne, defended by Beverly. Payne kicks to Morris. Goes up on the high post. The Rockets pull it in. Oh, wide open look for Love. Off target from outside. Suns leading by 7. Outside Shumpert. Crawford drives in. It's rebounded by Houston. Love's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The feed now to Beverly. And here's Thornton outside. And Shumpert pulls it down. Phoenix has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from 3-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. From deep. That's good from Crawford on the assist by Shumpert. And 11 points for Jamal Crawford.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
It's a pick by Love. Kicks it to Thornton. Follow against Shumpert. Afflalo outside. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Afflalo's got his 2nd bucket of the night. Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the 2nd quarter. It's Crawford with the drive. The Rockets pull it in. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Porzingis, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Fast break, here come the Suns. Here's Payne. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Suns making a change here. Sanders is checked in. He's off on the second.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Takes the 13-footer. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
The line for your Suns, Jamal Crawford. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Crawford. Here's Beverly. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Rockets have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
That free throw, no good. The second free throw, good. And so we conclude the first half. The Suns on top. They lead by 9. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Guys, I'm here with Kevin Love. And Kevin, facing a deficit at halftime, what do you guys need to do differently in the second half of this ball game?
Thanks, Josh. I mean, we're getting good ones. We're just, I don't know what it is. We had a day off. Just need to get our legs under us in the second half, come out, go on a big run like we usually do, and we'll be fine.
It's a make-or-miss league, Kevin. Thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. They showed their superiority in the second quarter and got well out in front. taking a 9-point lead into the locker room at the half. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
Well, they've been playing with some toughness. And it's led to a nice lead for them, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding numbers. And now they need to stay mean, Ernie. Cannot lose that edge in the second half.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about the Rockets?
Well, it's good to be physical, but there's a line that you don't want to cross. You can't constantly give up free throw chances by fouling guys too aggressively. You have to get back in this game by staying poised, smart, and avoid fouling.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is almost ready to get started. Back to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. We're going to sit right here and wait for the end of the game and talk at you again.